Midnight swallowed the skyline of Viridian City, beneath cold rain and electric fog, far beyond the city center. Hidden behind steel fencing and artificial forests, the Viridian Pokémon Conservatory slept beneath armed security towers and surveillance drones. At least, it was supposed to. A black transport van rolled silently toward the outer checkpoint. Inside sat Jessie, dressed in full rocket infiltration gear, her hood shadowing sharp eyes that refused to blink. Across from her, two rocket grunts checked suppressors and keycards, while another recruit leaned lazily against the wall beside a floating, coughing, leaking purple smoke from its vents. Jessie eyed him suspiciously. The recruit smirked. "Well, this is awkward," he said. "First mission together, and nobody introduced me." He extended a gloved hand dramatically. "I'm James." Jessie didn't shake it. "You always talk this much?" "Usually more." One of the grunts groaned. "Please stop." James grinned as coughing floated beside him happily. The transport halted at the security gate. Outside, armed guards approached the vehicle. One grunt calmly flashed a forged access badge through the window. "Night transfer unit," he muttered. "Authorized by Central Conservation Command." The guards barely glanced at it before waving them through. Jessie noticed immediately. They didn't even check. James shrugged. "Money opens doors. Smog keeps them closed." He snapped his fingers toward coughing. "Go." The Pokémon floated upward silently as the van entered the facility perimeter. Seconds later, thick purple smoke erupted across the surveillance towers. Alarms flickered. Camera feeds distorted. Inside the control room, panicked guards scrambled to regain visibility. Jessie watched the monitors die, one by one. Effective. Messy. Very Team Rocket. The transport stopped near the interior hatchery sector. Massive steel fences surrounded artificial habitats filled with rare Pokémon species worth fortunes on the underground market. One grunt swiped a stolen keycard against the hatchery security door. Access granted. The doors hissed open. 3 minutes, the grunt warned. "Grab the Nidoqueen and move." Jessie stepped into the hatchery alone. Warm air hit her immediately. Rows of incubation chambers glowed softly in the darkness, while rare Pokémon rested inside reinforced containment habitats. And at the center, a massive Nidoqueen lifted its head from the shadows. Its armored body towered beneath the dim blue lights, powerful muscles rippling as it growled low at the intruder. Jessie froze for half a second. Fear. Real fear. Then she remembered Giovanni's voice. "You act despite it." Ekans slithered from around her shoulders, hissing toward the larger Pokémon. The Nidoqueen roared. Jessie moved instantly. A Pokéball slammed forward through the air. Flash. The Nidoqueen disappeared into red light. The ball hit the floor. Shook once. Twice. 3 times. Click. Jessie exhaled slowly. But then, her eyes shifted toward the surrounding incubation chambers. 5 more Pokeballs rested inside secured containment slots beside rare hatchlings and juvenile Pokemon. Not part of the mission. Not ordered by Giovanni. Not expected. Jessie stared at them for a moment, then smiled slightly. Why stop at 1? She swept the additional Pokeballs into her bag. Outside the hatchery, sirens exploded across the conservatory. "We've got breach alerts. Sector 3. Move, move, move." James looked toward the hatchery doors nervously. "She's taking forever." The doors burst open. Jessie emerged carrying the secured Nidoqueen ball, along with the stolen hatchery cases. One grunt's eyes widened. "What the hell is all that?" Jessie brushed past him calmly. "A bonus." James laughed loudly. "Oh, I like her." Floodlights suddenly ignited across the conservatory grounds. Guards poured from the security buildings. Pokémon handlers released pursuit units into the artificial jungle pathways. Coughing unleashed another massive cloud of smog across the facility. Visibility vanished instantly. James sprinted beside Jessie through the chaos. "You know," he yelled through the smoke, "normal people usually panic during armed robberies." Jessie smirked while clutching the stolen Pokeballs tightly. "Good thing I'm not normal." Behind them, the enraged roar of escaped Pokémon echoed through the conservatory as alarms screamed into the night. And somewhere deep beneath Viridian City, Giovanni smiled for the first time in years. Jessie hadn't just completed the mission, she'd exceeded it.